Greetings, PE class. It is time for day 2 of Choice Athlon planning. Oh, I just lost my screen. There we go. Choice Athlon training, day 2 training, more like preparing. Yes, I know. So, day 2, Choice Athlon 2020. Here we go. Let's start off with the Bible verse. Ready, set, go. Hebrews 12, verse 1. Let us run with endurance the race set out before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith. All right, today in Choice Athlon, we are working on making a map similar to this one, or you can draw it on paper of your course. So yesterday you planned your course. Maybe it was down your street and back, or maybe it was to the library and back, or some of you even went to another town and back. And then you planned your 3 types of motion. Today we are making a map, a variety of styles of map versus using a computer like this, or just drawing it with like crayons or markers or colored pencils or pencil, just so you can have a map of your Choice Athlon route. So let me show you how to do the computer version, because hey, you have a lot of time and you have a computer at your disposal, you can use that. So let me get out of my slideshow here. What you're going to do to do this one way, there's probably more than one way. This is how Mrs. Orick did it. So here's your example. In Google Drive, go to New, click More. There's more programs down here. Google My Maps. Click that, open that up. Google My Maps, and you get a beautiful view of the United States, best country in the world, and you're going to zoom in on Minnesota, and you are going to find the town that you live in. I live in Mayer, the great city of Mayer, so I need to keep zooming in until I find Mayer. That might be a fast way to do this. If you know a faster way to zoom in on Mayer, or whatever town you live in, go for it. Here's how I did it. All right, so I am zoomed in, and actually I can see my house. My house is right, 1, 2, 3. This is my house right here. Other hand. There you go. You can come by and wave hi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these little tools up here to help me calculate the distance. So I'm going to use the little ruler, and I'm going to start at the end of my road on Birch Drive, and I'm going to click once, spread the little dotted line, and when the road kind of curves, I'm going to click and then keep going, and I'll put a little bend in my line. And when I go for walks, or occasionally if a snake chases me and I go for a run, I stay to the streets. Just kidding, snakes don't chase me. I haven't seen one yet, so that's great. Most of the times I walk either on the road or on the sidewalk that parallels the road pretty closely. So I'm just going to go along, clicking every once in a while when there's a curve. Ooh, a couple clicks there around the curve. And this dotted line is going to do a measurement. You can see that little blue balloon by my cursor. That is showing the distance. I've always kind of wondered how far around this circle is. Kind of a circle, maybe it's more of a square around my neighborhood. I'm going to go all the way back to what I've designated as my start-finish line right here. All right, and see, when I finished and connected the lines, it turned it in blue on the inside. And that is 0.931 miles. Whew, that is a long route. So then I'm going to choose, how many laps am I going to run? How many laps am I going to bike? How many laps am I going to hula hoop, or ride my horse, or jump rope, or whatever you wanted to do. And yes, some people did choose ride their horse as one of their activities. So, and yes, it does take strength and physical stamina to stay on and ride a horse. So that does count. It's not a motorized vehicle. All right, so now I have my course. It is mapped out. I've even measured the distance. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a screenshot of this and then put it into another program where I can add in my map key. So to take a screenshot on a laptop, I'm going to press Control Alt in the bottom left hand of your keyboard, and then I'm going to find the print screen button, which is up by the backspace, and I'm going to press all 3 buttons at once. Ready, set, go. Boom. All right, I just took a picture of my screen. On your Chromebook, the way to do print screen, somebody told me this, I haven't tested it, so hopefully they're right. Shift, Control, And then the button that's right above the number 6 key. So right above it is there's a key that has a square and 2 lines by its right, by the right. So you're going to press Shift, Control, and then you're going to tap that key right above the 6 with the square and the 2 lines by, and that will take a picture of your screen. And then you're going to want to paste that picture into a different program. So I am actually going to go back to Google Drive, New, and I'm going to use Google Slides because I'm familiar with that. If you want to use Google Drawings or something like that instead, go for it. All right, so Google Slides, opening up a brand new one. There's slides. I don't need this. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. All right, now I'm going to press Control V, which is paste. And here is my picture. Very good. So I can even shift it around. I can drag the corners to make it bigger. Try and zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Drag it a little bit more. Make it zoom in. I also sometimes use Microsoft Paint, but you don't have to do that. All right, then I'm going to go up here to Insert Text Box. And here my cursor turned into a plus symbol. I'm going to draw a square in the bottom right corner. Hey, where'd it go? Try that again. There we go. Here's my text box, and here's my blinking line. I'm going to write map key right here. And then I'm going to go up into my tools. You see this? It looks like a bucket of paint tipping sideways with 1 drop of paint coming out. And it says fill color when you put your cursor over that. Put it over there. Pick a color for your map key. This is going to change the whole background a different color so that it's noticeable. We're going to go kind of a dusty cornflower blue. And there we go. It shows up just a little bit better. You can also make the lines thick. I'm going to go 2 points, and yeah, the lines are black. That works for me. Map key. So I'm going to say, let's see, map key. Let's make that underline. Make it look nice, right? Underline, and we'll make it bold. There we go. All right, now below that, I'm going to say lap 1. I think for lap 1, I'm going to start out biking. I'm going to start out easy. The bike and the gears do a lot of work for you. And I'm going to do lap 1, I'm going to bike. I'm going to go lap 2. I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm going to use my scooter. Actually, I'm going to use Seth or Jonah's scooter because I don't have a scooter. I did when I was a kid, but you know, I'm grown up. Scooter didn't make the move. All right, and then lap 3, I'm really going to bust the move, and I'm going to run. No, let's be realistic. I'm going to jog / walk when I get too tired, but I'm going to write jog because that's more realistic. I'm going to jog the 3rd lap all the way around this. All right, and then I know that it is about 1 mile around. What was it? It was 0.93. Well, if we round to the nearest one, okay, we're going to say it's 0.9 miles. And I'm just going to put that information down because I like to be somewhat detailed. I want to be able to brag to my friends how many miles I went. I went 0.9 miles on my scooter and I didn't fall off once. Yes. And you could even do a little math problem. Let's see, total, and you could put the equal sign, and you could add up 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, and put the total in there. Okay, we'll do that later. I also might want to mark my start finish line. So here, this is the insert line. Oh, let's see. Let's just do a basic line. And here is my start finish line. Oh, it's so skinny. Let's make it fat. Yes, let's plump it up. 4 point. Oh, there, it's more noticeable. It's gray though. Let's change the color of my line to, let's go Bronco orange. Yep, go Broncos. Ooh, that's not very bright though. Can you make it brighter? Custom. Okay, we're gonna go darker red. We're gonna drag it over in here. Okay. All right, that's a little better. All right. Forget Bronco. We're going red. All right, there is my start finish line. So that's where you start. That's where you're finish. Now, when you get to the point where you're actually gonna run this race, you're gonna want to have your bike on the edge by your start finish line, and you're gonna want to have your scooter ready And you're going to want to have your jogging shoes ready to go right at that start-finish line. All right, you don't need to do that today. So let's see. Let's go back to Mrs. Orrick's presentation. Present from this slide. All right, so you're going to make a map with a key. And if you want to get super detailed, you could use the computer or you can just draw it, your choice. Bonus activity. Yes, bonus activity. You could make a race bib. Now, seriously, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, it might be kind of fun. This is actually an example of a race bib that somebody would wear. There's little holes punched in the four corners because you use little safety pins and you pin it to your shirt, like the guy in the picture, or the guy or the gal, I don't know who it is. And it has a number. They did a Brooklyn half marathon and they have a really high number, and there's a barcode on there because they'll scan that at the finish line. And then there's some advertising or some names of the race supporters on the bib as well. So bonus activity, if you want to design a race bib, I have attached a slide, a Google slide with a start. It has our Bible verse, it has the Zion logo on, the Zion Mustang logo on, it has, what does it have? It has a barcode on there, it has the little Choice Athlon logo on there, and you can shift it, move it around, change colors, whatever you think will work, and you can print it off and have your own and wear it while you race, or you can just print it off and have it and be like, hey, I did this. I didn't wear it because I didn't want to, but put it on your wall. Or you could even draw one. If you don't want to use the computer program, you don't have to. You can take out your markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever, and make one as well. All right, this is an example of the example race bib that I put. Notice I have the white holes that you could punch out and clip it to your shirt with safety pins. There's a number. You'll be able to change the number to whatever number you want that makes sense. There's a barcode. I also put the number down in the barcode, so you might want to change that if you change the number to like maybe your favorite number, or maybe, you know, hey Seth, what's Von Miller's number again? 58. 58. Von Miller. Yeah, go Broncos. Or, you know, your favorite baseball player. Who's your favorite baseball player? What's his number? 7. Number 7. Who's that? Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer, retired, yes. By the way, fun fact, Joe Mauer is the same age as Mrs. Orrick. Yeah, I'm not a professional athlete, though, and I'm certainly not retired yet. I'm here with you. All right, so there will be a slide for you like this attached to this Google Classroom that you can manipulate and move things around and change the colors if you want to. All right, that's the bonus assignment. So in summary, you're going to do a map of your course. Oh, and I forgot to tell you this, you're going to walk your course one time and just make sure it works, make sure it's safe, check out the layout. So map your course, even if you draw it or do a computer, walk your course one lap or one down and back, and then you are going to submit a picture of your map in the Google Classroom assignment here. You could take a screenshot, you could put it in a slide and then attach the slide to your Google assignment. You can take a picture with your Chromebook and attach that picture as well. If you have any troubles, I also put a Flipgrid attached to this assignment. You can leave me a Flipgrid question and I will get back to you, or you can write me an email as well. So that is it for today's Choice Athlon. Sorry for the very long video. I hope you watched the whole thing. Remember, you don't have to do the bib if you don't want to. That's kind of the bonus activity. And you don't have to use a computer program to do your map. You could just draw one if you want to. So as simple or as complex as you would like it to be. All right. Hope you enjoy planning. And guess what tomorrow's assignment is? You bet. Tomorrow is race day. Get a good night's sleep. Eat a good breakfast. Stretch before and after. And remember to hydrate. All right. Bye.